today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
I am a big fan of Omarion. I am in love with him.
Is she really engaged to superstar Omarion?
She told me last night he was on his way to see her.
But that wasn't him.
Dr. Phil, don't I know it?
This manager wants you to pay $3,000.
We can't see each other until the maiden payment is made.
No successful celebrity would be asking for money from a civilian.
But a scam artist would. A catfish would.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today is going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
Get ready to take care of you. How you doing? How you doing? Raise your hand if you keep up with your favorite celebrities online. Okay, that's a lot of you. So imagine how you would feel after receiving a direct message from a superstar after commenting on their fan page. Be pretty good, right? Unfortunately, according to the FTC, if you get a message out of the blue from a celebrity, yeah, most likely it is not them. Over the past 21 seasons, I've met several guests who thought they were in contact with their favorite celebrities, and every time, it was just too good to be true.
I met Tyler Perry through his official Facebook account. 2 years ago, he asked me to marry him.
You are married to Tyler Perry.
Yes, I am. I have a special relationship. I understand him very well.
My mom was getting messages from someone posing as Vin Diesel,
who went by the name Mark Sinclair, which is actually his legal name.
Well, we reached out to Vin Diesel's publicist, who said that celebrities being impersonated is unfortunately very popular.
Recently, I got a direct message from Jeffrey Dean Morgan, the actor from Walking Dead. Things moved really, really quickly, and much to my dismay, I fell in love. I gave him about $8,000 worth of iTunes cards. I gave him all of my bank account, passwords, and all of my information on all my social media, everything.
This is Terry's phone, which we sent to our private investigator. And despite what Terry thinks, Jeffrey is not in California. He is 7,838 miles away in Nigeria.
This person that Tina believes is Nikki Sixx has never wanted to meet up with her, doesn't want to fly her out anywhere, also will not video chat with her.
We speak 8 to 10 times in a day.
Nikki, have you ever met, talked to, text with, had any contact with Tina in your life ever?
No, absolutely not. Whoever you're talking to is not me. It's not funny and it's cruel.
You say you're in a relationship with Post Malone.
Well, yes. I have sent Post Malone around $3,000. I've talked to him on the telephone 3 or 4 times. It's never his voice.
The phone numbers that he's using, they're not Post Malone's phone number. I'm telling you the truth, and you don't want to know it.
I'm not crazy.
Now, my guest today, Rachel, wrote to me 4 times stating that her friend Simone is being scammed by someone pretending to be singer, songwriter, and superstar entertainer Omarion online. Now, Simone says she is currently engaged to Omarion, but admits she does have some concerns about their online relationship. She says she doesn't want to be lied to and is here today for the truth. Well, we'll meet Simone in just a bit, but here's what her friend Rachel has to say.
My friend Simone has been catfished for years by someone claiming to be Omarion. Omarion is a singer, but the Omarion that she thinks she's talking to, he is not. He is a catfish. She said consistently that he wanted to marry her and that he's coming to see her. He has not made any attempts to come and see her, let alone send her a ticket to go and see him. He's not Omarion. I know for a fact because there's no celebrity that's gonna ask a civilian for money. She said within the past 2 years, she has given roughly around $4,500. I am livid over this. She pays for his phone. She lives paycheck to paycheck. If he's a superstar, why would he need her money? Only a scammer would do that, not a celebrity. She has not did a video chat with him. I have never seen Omarion on FaceTime. So her actually having to go through this and then it wound up being a scam, it's not a good look for her and for her children to sit around and see her hurt. She's not gonna listen to me. Hopefully Dr. Phil can get through to her. I've seen Dr. Phil catch these people red-handed.
Red-handed, you damn right. I've caught him red-handed, and sometimes the victim still goes home and gets sucked back in.
Absolutely.
She believes that she is in a relationship with Omarion.
Yes, sir. She is, she's infatuated with him. She told me last night at the hotel that he was on his way to see her.
But that wasn't him. I mean, he didn't stand her up.
Dr. Phil, don't I know it?
So what do you think makes her vulnerable to this?
My friend is beautiful. She's smart. She's loving. You know, she'll give you the shirt off her back. The thing is, the desperation, it shows. She's very lonely in her heart. And she's just like anxiously looking for love. And it's like, no matter where it comes, it's like, you know, here I am. You know what I mean?
But that's who these people target. I mean, they do find these people that are vulnerable, they're lonely, they want to believe what they're being told, and these are professionals.
Yes, sir.
They're pros. They've done this so many times. They know where the hot buttons are, they know where the triggers are, and they know what somebody wants to hear so bad, and it's like offering a thirsty person something to drink. You know, they want to hear it, and they need it, and it's terrible. And you say any logical person would not be sending money because you said it well. No really successful celebrity artist would be asking for money from a civilian.
Not at all. But a scam artist would. A catfish would.
Yeah, and you've said that to her?
Yes,
I know
sir.
you have.
Plenty of times. Yes, sir. It's never like a conversation. It's never like, you know what, maybe, you know, you have a point here. Maybe I should stop this. Maybe I should just seize this, you know. She's just hell-bent.
Okay,
you know?
so why do you think she's here today? Because she knows that I'm going to challenge this belief in her.
Yes. Well, I think a part of her does know, because not for nothing, Dr. Phil, it was amazing even trying to get her here. And I didn't have to pull any teeth or anything. So I'm pretty sure that she wants to know, you know, but the thing is, it could have all been prevented, because at the end of the day, when you're asking this person for a video, now a picture means nothing, okay? Texas doesn't, this is what they hide behind. Yeah. So if they're, you know, they're doing a video chat with you, okay, this is the real deal, right?
Never happened.
Right, absolutely not, absolutely not.
Because that's the one thing they can't produce.
Exactly, and I've never seen anything. I want to be front and center, so I'm like, girl, oh, that's your man for real, Omarion? You go, girl, you got him. But I know for a fact, logically thinking, that's not the case.
Well, Rachel's friend, Simone, says that last year, superstar entertainer Omarion proposed to her online. Never met her, but where's the ring? We'll find out when we meet Simone next.
He asked me to marry him last year.
You say Omarion bought you a ring, but you don't have it?
No.
We're back with Rachel, who says her friend Simone is being catfished by someone claiming to be singer, songwriter, and producer Omarion. Now, both Rachel and Simone emailed me separately, and Simone admits there are some red flags in her relationship and wants to know the truth, but says who wouldn't be charmed by him?
I am a big fan of Omarion. I am in love with him. He has the cutest smile in the world. Like, no man in this world can top this smile. He's a sweet person. He's very humble. He gave me the nickname Baby Doll. He says I look like I have a baby doll face. When I first saw Omarion, he was young, but now he is something different. I saw it was 2020. He posted on Facebook. I responded to him, and he responded back and told me to inbox him. His manager messaged me and asked me do I want to be his fan club. And I told him, okay, how much is the fan club? He was at $300. I did give it to him. He showed me a picture of my membership, but I never received it. A couple of days later, he bought me a bracelet and he wanted me to pay the shipping and handling, but I didn't have it at the time. I was a struggling mother with 3 girls. We got so falling out and we stopped talking. Last year, things got very serious and he asked me to be his wife. And he said that he is not with me because of my size. He's with me because I have a good heart. He did buy me a ring, a very pretty ring. At the end of the day, I'm no gold digger. It's been 3 years since we met. I want to find out the truth. What does Omarion have to hide? I don't want to be catfished by no one. You know how heartbreaking that is? Oh no, we're not doing that.
Hi.
Your friend is here and has been telling me she's frustrated with you.
Wow.
Well, she's frustrated with you because she thinks that you're letting somebody take advantage of you.
Well, we're going to find out today.
Yes, I certainly hope so. Now, you say Omarion bought you a ring, but you don't have it?
No.
Where is it?
He has it.
So he bought himself a ring?
I guess.
Why don't you have it?
Because we never met.
Well, why have you never met?
His manager wants me to pay $3,000 to meet him.
His manager wants you to pay $3,000 to meet someone that you're engaged to.
He asked me to marry him last year.
Right. Does that sound logical to you?
No, it doesn't. That's why I want to find out the truth.
You've been chatting online since October of 2020.
Yes.
You say you're engaged, that he wants you to meet his mother.
Yes.
That he lives in Inglewood.
Yes.
And you live where?
In the Bronx.
And he rides his bike and goes to the mall.
Right.
In Inglewood.
Right.
Okay. That you talked through his manager?
I talked to his manager. I talked to him.
You talked to him and his manager?
Yes, I talked to him yesterday.
The manager said you need to pay $3,000 for a meet and greet.
Yes.
And you did pay $300 for a fan club.
Yes.
But you never got your fan club card. How many times have you actually talked to him?
I talk to him every day.
You talk to him personally every day?
Every day.
Uh-huh. Does it sound like him?
To me, I can't really tell because I don't know his voice by vocals while I'm singing. I can't really tell if it's is that his exact voice.
Why do you suppose he's never come to see you?
I don't know.
Because I've seen pictures of him in New York, and he's in love with you, and he wants to marry you and spend the rest of his life with you, and he's been within a few miles of where you are. Why do you suppose he's never come by and said, hey, it's me?
Because he claimed that his manager told him that we can't see each other until the maiden payment is made.
Well, does that make even logical, common
here
sense?
To find out, Dr. Phil.
Well, but do you need me to tell you that doesn't make common sense?
No, I don't need you to tell me it's common sense. That's why I want to know the truth.
Okay. Simone says that she is currently talking to Omarion's manager. We got in touch with Omarion's manager, and we'll talk to them when we come back. Is he asking you to charge this woman $3,000 to meet and marry him?
Who are you texting?
Omarion. It says, good morning, gorgeous. How you doing? I just said, good morning, love. How you doing? He says that he wants to see me tonight. It's bananas because, we know each other 3 years going on 4. It's all about your heart. We're going to see about how much heart he likes. Man can't have all this. He can't have it. Ladies, do you see how fine this is? Now you tell me who would give this up.
Simone claims that she is in an online relationship with superstar singer and songwriter Omarion. But her friend Rachel insists she's getting played and wants me to talk some sense into her. Now, he has texted you, this person, and one of the texts reads, "I don't think you will see me again. Simone, please don't disappear." He responds, "Because my friend will not be home again to connection me."
That
Connection
right
is not the word that goes in here. This suggests to me that English is this person's second language. You're not woman of your word.
Well,
Again, I've heard this gentleman speak. He is intelligent. He is articulate.
Yeah.
This is not how he speaks. This is written by someone
That's why
for
I want to
whom
find out
English
the
is their
truth.
second language.
That's why I would like to find out the truth.
Because, you know, I've talked to these scammers before, and I've said to them, listen, you guys have spell and grammar check on your computer just like everybody else. So why do you not run this through grammar check? And you know what they say? They say we use that as a screening device. Because if we leave it that way and we find someone that's willing to overlook that, we know we got a live one.
I'd like to know the truth.
Well, there's some truth. Simone says that Omarion claims he is living in Inglewood, California, but does not have his address. When he's not on tour or promoting his new book, Unbothered, The Power of Choosing Joy, Simone says Omarion claims he is riding his bike or shopping at the neighborhood mall. So we sent a staffer to Inglewood because if you've got someone of superstar status riding around on a bike, people are going to notice.
Indeed.
I'm here in Inglewood, California, trying to find some answers for Simone. Simone claims that global superstar Omarion lives right here in the neighborhood. She doesn't know where he lives, but she's asked us to ask around and see if we could find some answers for her. How long have you lived in the community?
About 20 years.
Have you ever heard of Omarion? Have you seen him around?
Omarion? No. He looks like maybe somebody on TV, but I've never seen him here.
Seen this gentleman around?
On Instagram.
Have you ever seen the celebrity Omarion?
On TV. I love Omarion music.
Have you ever seen a celebrity come in here before?
Pretty much, yeah. There's a lot of rappers, local rappers.
You've never seen him in the store at all, shopping around?
No.
Well, there you have it. After talking to people that live around Inglewood, looks like no Omarion in sight, unfortunately. Back to you, Dr. Phil.
Nobody's seen him. He's not there. Now, I believe that there was a time when he lived there a long, long time ago, but he's not there now.
I do not know where he is.
Well, I know where he's not. Simone says that she's in contact with Omarion's manager, but she doesn't, you don't know his name.
No.
You just,
I just.
this manager?
This is manager, just on the fan club that he has.
This manager and CEO of Omarion Worldwide is actually joining us today.
Okay.
And this is a matter of record. This isn't just somebody that says they are. And her name is Michelle LaFleur. Michelle is here in the audience. Say hi.
Hi.
You are his manager, correct?
I am. I've known him since he's 14.
Can you confirm that he does not live in Inglewood?
I can confirm he does not live in Inglewood.
He doesn't pedal his bike to the mall in
No, he's
Inglewood.
from Inglewood, though. Definitely from Inglewood.
Right,
But he
that's
doesn't-
what I was saying. He's from there, but he hasn't been there for a
Absolutely.
long time, right?
Absolutely.
Would he charge $300 for a fan membership?
Absolutely not.
Is he asking you to charge this woman $3,000 to meet and marry him?
Absolutely not. No. Simone, that's not happening.
So he's not in an online relationship with this woman?
No.
But I mean, are you looking there? This is a very nice woman that took
I'm
her
looking for her.
time to come here to help you.
That's what I like to know the truth. What's going on? That's why I came here.
What does the real Omarion have to say? We're going to find out next. Well, someone else on this stage has had their identity stolen, and you're looking right at him. One scammer was charging several $100s for people to speak with me or Robin. So we set up a sting. Closed captioning provided by Before the break, we heard from Omarion's manager, Michelle, that his identity is out there and often stolen online. But what does the real Omarion have to say? Unfortunately, he couldn't be with us today, but this issue is so important to him that he jumped on the opportunity to send a message to Simone, as well as the rest of his fans. So this is for you.
Oh, hey. Greetings to all. Peace, Dr. Phil. It's Omarion. I heard about today's show, and I definitely want to share this important message with my fans and the viewers. It's crazy how far these people will go to convince and manipulate my fans to think that they are actually speaking with me. From sending fake driver's license and passports, even FaceTiming them, claiming that there was a bad connection when they never even seen me. I'm so sorry, Simone. I haven't been speaking with you online, and we are not in a relationship. You haven't sent me any money. I want everyone to be aware that if someone is online claiming to be me and asking for money, that you are not speaking with me. I will never do that. All of my official pages are clearly marked with a blue check. I don't have any backup pages, okay? I ain't gonna be lurking online. I have one fan texting number, and that is 844-888-8726. And when time permits, I send positive messages. I am passionate about all of my supporters, so please be careful and mindful about who you are speaking with online. Thank you, Dr. Phil, for bringing awareness to this situation. Brightest moments to all, and remember, be mindful. Peace.
What's your reaction to that?
I'm happy. I wanted the truth. And thank you for giving me the truth.
Are you 100% convinced?
I'm 100% convinced now.
Because listen, I take no pleasure in giving you heartache about this. I take pleasure in stopping you from being scammed.
Yes.
Somebody that cares about you will tell you the truth. And that's why we went to the trouble, and he cares enough about you to take his time to tell you the truth, and his manager to come down here to do this. All of this just for you, so you know the truth. You have a very loving friend here that wanted you to not be taken advantage of. And, he, as he mentioned, he has verified social media. And, here is an Instagram with verified check marks. You see them. You can see the fake account versus the real account. Omarion Worldwide, fake Facebook account with 48 likes and 61 followers. His real Facebook account with verified blue check mark, 5.4 million followers. I'm glad that you recognize the truth, and you at least go home knowing that he cared enough about you to go to this trouble to keep you from being scammed. Fair enough? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. My next guest says that her mother was also a catfish victim of 3 years, and her biggest fear recently came true. We're going to meet her after the break. Closed captioning provided by... My next guest says her mom, Vicki, was also a scam victim, but to her, the signs were clear.
My mother, Vicki, was the victim of romance scams for the last 3 years of her life. She was speaking to approximately 15 to 20 people at a time, multiple people and their children were communicating with her. She had a savings account for my son that got wiped clean. She lost about $250,000 over the course of the last 3 years. She did die about a year ago, and my biggest fear was that she would die still believing in these people, and that's exactly what happened. As recently as days before her death, she was responding to chimes on her phone because of these men reaching out to her. If I can prevent one family from having to go through this, it would be worth it.
Well, how many different people were preying on your mom?
At a time, it was often about 20 guys, but this was over the course of years. It easily could have gone into 60, 80. They would just cycle through.
Wow.
I believe that they had her name on a list as a good mark, and that
Right.
it was being passed around.
Yeah, and at times when there were 20, that could have been one person with 3 or 4 different identities, and then another person, and all, because they are in a workroom. They've got spreadsheets up there, and they have different identities, and but they took $250,000 from her across time.
Yes, sir.
And you say that your mom ignored all the red flags in online relationships that we recognize and we see from the outside. When you warned her about this, when you talked to her about, what is it you think that made her functionally blind to this?
These people made her feel like a girl again.
Yeah.
It was the flirtation, that new relationship, giddiness that a woman feels.
These people that want money, they have a series of excuses. I want to come be with you, but I was arrested, hospitalized, have a sick child. Relatives are usually dead. They request gift cards. They're stuck on a construction site and they have to pay tax to get out. They've been beaten up. They're in the hospital, can't be released until they pay. Just all I need is the money to get to you, and I've got millions of dollars, really happily ever after. And we went through all, she just checked the whole list, right?
She had lost so much money that towards the end there, I think that she was just keeping her fingers crossed that one of these guys was going to be real and come through and be able to pay. Because she would tell the scammers, I've been scammed out of this much, and she would give them details, and I need to pay off all these credit cards. I need to pay this and that. And they'd, oh, honey, it's always honey. Yeah. Oh, honey, as soon as I get there, you'll have millions. You won't have to worry. And she was just hoping, like a gambler, this is going to be the one to hit.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, you said it, it's gambling. It's like playing the lottery. It's maybe this next one, maybe the next one, maybe the next one. These scammers go online. A lot of them are in Nigeria. That's a real hotbed for this. They go online, they steal somebody's photo and start building a story behind that photo. And one of the photos that Harriet sent us is significant. We're going to find out why next. We're back with Harriet, who says that her mom was catfished for 3 years and taken for over $250,000. And Harriet says she knows her mom, Vicki, was catfished, but doesn't know whose identities were stolen to communicate with her online.
Looking him up, I believe, there you go.
Joining us on Skype is Mark Foster, is one of the most celebrated swimmers in the UK. And during a career spanning 23 years, Mark won 51 international records, competed at 5 Olympic Games, and smashed 8 world records. He's now a commentator, TV personality, philanthropist, and a brand ambassador. Mark, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
One of the things that comes with all your accomplishments, and the fact that you're so handsome, I would slap you if you were here, is people are apt to steal your identity. And I'm curious, has it been stolen before?
Yes. Hello, everybody from the UK. I'm sorry, first of all, for your loss. I mean, it just frightens me how people can be drawn into these scams. You know, I can see the logical side and I'll never be drawn in, but I know when people are a little bit vulnerable or they want to believe in something, then it's very easy to get drawn into being misled by people. You're right, the steering wheel's on the wrong side because it's the UK. I find it shocking that people can take other people's identity and use it for, I'm going to say, for wrong. I haven't even seen that. That picture is a very close friend of mine's daughter, godparent, and yeah, it's weird because I haven't even seen that picture. I'm guessing that picture was on Facebook. It wasn't on my pages, I don't think, and it's just shocking. So apologies that you've gone through this or your mother went through this, but yeah, it's shocking.
For anybody that's walking by during the show and looking at this, Mark is not a perpetrator in this at all. He is a victim. His identity was stolen and used and exploited, and he was gracious enough and kind enough to take time to come here today and be part of this cautionary tale. And we just need to be careful and be cognizant that their images can be stolen and used to victimize other people. Mark, congratulations on all your success then and now, and thank you for taking time and caring enough to be here to talk about this today. Thank you so much. Well, someone else on this stage has had their identity stolen, and you're looking right at him. We'll talk about that next. Closed captioning provided by... You know, nowadays, people in the public eye are being impersonated more and more, and Robin and I have had our identity stolen so many times, I can't even tell you. Today, we are delivering a major fraud alert.
Hi, everybody. I just wanted you to know that somebody out there is trying to scam you using my name and my avatar on social media, asking for money if you sign up for an own account on Instagram. It's a fraud, it's a fraud, it's a fraud!
If you see my face selling CBD products, it's a scam. Any marketing using my name or image is 100% dishonest because I have never endorsed any CBD products. There are some scumbags using headlines about our marriage being in trouble to lure people into buying skincare products that have nothing to do with Robin or her brand. I mean, look at this. Domestic disturbance. I never meant to hurt my wife, but she wronged me. Okay? Then, when you click on that nonsense, it brings you to another completely fabricated headline. Robin McGraw's reveals her biggest beauty secret against Dr. Phil's wishes.
We also reached out to all these skincare companies to ask why they are using my image to promote their products, but we were never able to get past even the call centers that seem to be located in a foreign country.
Well, joining us is one of the entertainment industry's top lawyers, Chris Chatham, who serves as trusted legal counsel to global icons and entertainment powerhouses. Now, his impactful work has earned him recognition as a top Hollywood dealmaker from various media publications across the country, including Variety's Legal Impact Report and Hollywood Reporter's Highly Competitive Dealmakers Report. Now, Chris has gone after some of these scammers who are swindling others for money using my or Robin's name. So, Chris, thanks for being here. What do you run into when you try to track these people down?
What we do and what we've done is use the technology, use the law, and found these people and held them accountable. Now, I'm not suggesting we've gotten every single one, but we've gotten close enough where we've stopped their operations and we've precluded them from continuing this unlawful conduct. The way to combat this is, number one, what you and Robin are doing, which is raising awareness and talking about it, because people do not know the magnitude of what's happening in this country.
But it's like playing whack-a-mole, right? I mean, you
100%.
Pop this one and they come up over here and they change their name and then go over here. And how many cease and desist letters do we send out?
I couldn't even count.
I mean, it's
Countless.
dozens and dozens and sometimes dozens a month.
That's right.
And, you know, Robin, I've seen you sit there with just tears in your eyes because somebody will sign up. It says, this is free. This is your product and it's free. We give us your credit card number in case you want to go later, but this is free. And then when they try to cancel, they can't.
That's right.
Because they call the cancel number, nobody answers. They click the cancel button, nobody responds. And it just breaks. I've seen you just sit there crying over some of these things.
It really, I do. I get so upset. I get frustrated, but most of all, heartbroken because they use these scam magazine covers and then the photos, and then they make these big promises. And your viewers think, oh, this is her product, when it's really just soap and water, basically. And they do sign up. They can't get out of it. They're spending their hard-earned money. And then they think it's all because of the two of us and because of me and because I happen to have a skincare line at the time. It's heartbreaking. And I feel responsible when I'm really not responsible, but I feel responsible because they're spending their hard-earned money and they believe in me and I have nothing to do with it.
Here's another clip from a past episode where one scammer was charging several $100s for people to speak with me. And here's what they did. They go into these magazines and they get a phone number and say, if you want to have a private session with Dr. Phil or Robin, then call this number. And then when you call the number, it answers Dr. Phil show. And it's not the Dr. Phil show. What really pissed me off is it was like $350 to talk to me and $425 to talk to her. So we set up a sting to bust these suspects because people were calling them from all over thinking they were going to have a private session. And we tracked them down and found them setting up at a hotel. Take a look at the tape.
Mind if I join this party? So, ladies, I got some questions for you.
Okay.
How come you've been telling people that you represent the Dr. Phil show and that we have been wiring money to your name at Western Union?
I don't think so.
Ann Lee, Esther Hernandez.
My name is Ann Stevens.
Yeah, your name is Ann Stevens. Sometimes it's Ann Lee, sometimes. I know exactly who you are. We've been following you for a long time. You people are in trouble. You've been scamming and defrauding my viewers. And if you're a fortune teller, then you ought to see this coming.
And our attorney.
Yeah, your attorneys are going to be very, very busy. You are scamming my people. You want to deal with me or you want to deal with the police?
That's fine. I don't appreciate what you're doing.
I don't appreciate you ripping off my viewers.
Yeah. They got in an elevator, and I got in it with them. And then we got down to the lobby, an elevator opened, it looked like a jailbreak. You know, when you confront them, they just disappear. But it's like stomping ants at a picnic, right?
No, it's 100%. And, you know, the thing that we have been successful at is the anonymity of this is really what controls this. The moment that you identify these perpetrators and these scammers, then there can be accountability. So thank you, and thank you, Robin, for doing that.
Well, all you can do is what you can do. We're fighting the fight, but I'm not sure we're winning the fight, but we're fighting the fight. And you are relentless, so thanks for all you're doing to help us with this. Look, we're out of time. I want to thank all of my guests today. If you believe you've been the victim of an internet scam, you can go to the FBI special website, ic3.gov. For more information about today's episode, or if you'd like to share your story, log on to drphil.com. Look, we're going to be discussing all this on my social media platforms, which all have blue check marks. They don't have a blue check mark, they're not me. If Robins don't have a blue check mark, they're not her. Don't forget to follow and subscribe to my podcast. We'll be talking about this kind of thing and how to protect yourself. It's fill in the blanks. Robins is I've Got a Secret with Robin McGraw. Those are the images. None others are real. Stay safe. We'll see you next time.